Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and this is Unite Inside, and we help people unite with all the parts inside of them. And in this video, this is a continuation of the True Self and the Ego series, and this is going to be part 3, and we are going to talk about how can you become fully in alignment with your higher self. And so in the other video we talked about the ego, and we've basically I taught you how to finally see the difference between you and your true self. And because that is very important to your own happiness and joy, and for you to feel alive in this lifetime. And so today I want to share something very important with you when it comes to your higher self, which is I want to educate you a little bit about what your higher self is and why is it very important for you to be in alignment with it. And also I want to show you something in regards to aligning with our true self, is that if we want to do that, the vibration of our true self has to match the vibration of our higher self. And that's because we are our higher self. You know, before you came into this world, into this earth, you were source energy, and then a stream of energy decided to become your higher self, and it decided to become its own entity and think of itself as that. And also it decided to focus itself on this reality, and it did this because of the purpose of gaining more wisdom and awareness of what it is, a source of who we actually are. So when this happens, that's your higher self. So basically your higher self is a fragment of source energy, a stream of energy. It is still connected to source energy, always connected to source energy. It is source energy. It's just that it is a certain part of source energy that decided to become a higher self, and then it is focusing you in this lifetime. And so when it is focusing you in this lifetime, it is always focused on you all the time. It always knows everything about you. It knows your plan and why you came here. It also knows, basically, you are it. It's focused itself. And now you are in a body, and you are a human in a human body. You're not really a human, but you are in a human body. And so basically you're living a life of a human. And when that is happening, basically you start to disconnect from your higher self, and you start to feel as though maybe this is all that I am here. And then you create an identity, which is your ego, and then from there you start to only listen to your ego, which is your logical mind, and like feelings that are coming from this reality that you've experienced that might actually not be that high vibrational. And you start to like operate from that identity. And we've talked about this in the other video. When you operate from your ego identity, you actually don't you're not aligned in that moment with your true self, which is you're not operating from all of who you are. You're not just in this body. This isn't just who you are. You are more than this. You are also your higher self. And your higher self is a big part of you, a non-physical part of you that is guiding you through this lifetime, and you're not even seeing this higher self. And yeah, you can't see it, but you can feel it. And so the importance of connecting to our higher selves is because we have to understand that when we don't do this, we can go into the complete opposite path of what we are supposed to do in this lifetime, because we're so out of alignment that we're living in chaos, we're living in drama, we're living in trauma, and we can create the same trauma over and over and over, create the same suffering over and over and over, and it can be an endless amount of hurt and pain. And we can save all of that. We can save ourselves that pain, from that pain, by reconnecting back to our higher self and learning how to communicate and how to pick up the signs of our higher self, and how to see where is our higher self guiding us, because our higher self is always there for us, and it is always guiding us somewhere, okay, by our emotional there we have an intuition, and our intuition is where our higher self talks to us. And so, if we are not able to feel into what feels right to us, what feels like the right thing, what feels like the best thing to do, not necessarily what feels good all the time, but what feels right to us. And a lot of us have messed up our own guidance system because of society following things that are not really good for us. And so I'm here to tell you that you can reconnect back to your intuition, and you can start by just feeling the vibration of your higher self. Go into meditation and then ask yourself, ask, just ask the universe, I want to feel the vibration of my higher self right now, and open up and be in a vibration of faith. And you can be playful. It's nothing that's too, um, don't be like, tense or trying to make this happen. Like, don't be insisting. Just ask and open your heart and let that come to you. And then you're gonna start to feel the vibration of your higher self when you ask, and then you let the energy come. If you sit long enough, or if you sit and then you start to feel a feeling of calmness, a feeling of, it's almost like you are being contained by a beautiful energy, held by a beautiful energy, a presence. Okay? And that it might feel like, you know, a beautiful presence, like a light, and you are going to be able to feel it. Sometimes you can even get like a mental image of it, but whatever and however that comes, that is your higher self's vibration. And when you do this, you can start to learn how to have conversations with your higher self. And you don't have to demand a response. You can just talk every day for 10 minutes or 5 minutes to your higher self about your life and about who you are, and open your heart and be in a vibration of complete surrender. And just like ask your higher self questions. What am I supposed to do today? Which direction can I go to? When you ask these questions, focus on your intuition, your feeling. What do you feel? Like, the answer might come as a feeling. So what do you feel? Again, it might come as a thought too, but that thought is going to feel very good, very right. You're going to feel like, oh my God, this is the right thing to do. You know it when you receive messages from your higher self, because it feels right. It feels like it is, um, literally the right thing to do and to act on. Okay? And you don't have to force this. When you do this a lot and more often, these messages start to come very easily and very quickly. And feeling into the vibration of your higher self and connecting to your higher self as a part of you that is bigger, and you're just exploring it in a curious way. It is not, just understand this. There is a little misunderstanding here. Yes, you are your higher self, but you have to get to know your higher self. It is much wiser than you. It is in a higher vibration, in a higher dimension than you. And so, approaching your higher self, you have to understand that it's kind of different. It feels different than this world that we live in. It feels like very high vibrational, very wise, and it also feels like this, ocean of wonders that you're just going to dive into and you know start to explore and understand and talk to, and it has its own thoughts and perspective about you and about your life. It is not like, it's not like you, like, it is like, not like, I don't know how to explain this, but you identify as this human and you have an ego and all of that, but your higher self is bigger. And when you connect to your higher self, you can surrender and let her or him take control of your life. You know why? Because they are guiding you all the time. They can see things clearer. They know better, is the thing. Okay? And why do they know better? It's because your higher self is in a higher dimension, and so it literally can see, what is the best scenario? What can you do now? What is the path of least resistance? So when your life is unfolding and we're going through a certain, life change, for example, and it might feel painful, you don't have to feel as though you are in the wrong path. Because just because you are experiencing pain, it doesn't mean that you are, going through something that you shouldn't go through. Our higher self is literally what manifests everything into our lives, and so it is very important to connect to it. Everything that happens in your reality and you manifest it is coming from your higher self. And so, how do you know that? You know that by understanding that, because you don't know where things come from. How do things get manifested in your reality? So, you know that there is a bigger presence that actually manifests it in your life. And so it manifests it in your life using your own beliefs about yourself and whatever experiences you need to experience so that you can get in a higher reality. So you can manifest better things in your life, the things that actually are meaningful and make you feel excited and passionate every day. Okay? And so, with this being said, whenever you're going through something that feels painful, talk to your higher self and ask it, why is it putting you through this? What is the lesson? Because this is going to save you so much time from experiencing going through the same traumas over and over and over, to actually just listening to what your higher self is trying to teach you through that lesson. And so just open your heart and ask, whatever you're going through, a painful experience, what are you trying to teach me? Surrender. Also, you don't have to always demand an answer. If you don't get an answer, just surrender and go through the changes. And if you're feeling emotions, let them be felt, let them be expressed, let them be out, like out of your system, be released, and also journal them. You can start to become more aware of your limiting beliefs, because these are the things that you are supposed to do. This is your job. But your higher self's job is to manifest things in your reality and to find ways to do that. You don't have to know how to manifest a certain thing, but your higher self is always there to see from a higher perspective, how can you go from A to Z in your reality to get where you want to go. That's why you have to trust how your life is unfolding, because it is completely in the control of your higher self. Okay? And so you have to learn how to surrender to it and also connect with it. So whenever you're going through something that's painful, open up that channel of communication. You can cry and talk to the universe and let the universe give you its love. You can ask, please, can you give me some love? And I'm not saying that you have to demand this, but just like in an open way, it's gonna come to you very easily, because your higher self always wants to give you what you want. And your higher self is always giving you what you want already on a vibrational level. So what we're doing here, we're just connecting on a vibrational level. We're bringing up our vibration a little bit higher so that we can feel the vibration, the original vibration of our soul, of our higher self. Okay? So that is why it's very important for you to learn how to connect to your higher self. It is very important to learn to be in the right path in your life, because that is going to save you so much pain and suffering. You can live from your purpose. You can feel alive in your life. And so don't hesitate to create this connection. Watch out for the signs that the universe is sending you. Why do you think, like I said before, the universe sends you 111, 222, and it does that at times where you really need to see something important? It's because it is always focused with you. So it's important to realize that our higher selves are always focused with us, and they're always aware of everything. You're not forgotten at all. You're never going to be. And when you ask questions and just create this type of connection, you're going to start to see fun signs everywhere. You're going to see people talking to you, and it's almost like it's your higher self talking to you through them. Someone will come to you and say something, and you're going to be like, wow, that's exactly what I wanted to know. And I just got that answer. I just got that answered right now. And even though the person was talking about something completely different, you will feel that this is what it's telling you. And then you can see it can be like maybe a song in the radio, or maybe something that you hear over here randomly outside or something like that. But that is your higher self, and it has always been your higher self. And you can always live in a life where you are at the right time, at the right place. That's actually what it means to be lucky, is to be in alignment to the point that you're so focused with who you are, you're so focused with the universe and where it's guiding you, with your higher self and where it's guiding you, to the point that you literally are starting to get in the perfect you're starting to find yourself in so aligned situations. You're finding money, you're finding the right people, you're finding the right circumstances. Like, that's the type of life that you want to live. Very aligned, very happy, very easy. Okay? And so align with your higher self. This is your call so that you can align and ask questions and reconnect, meditate, and reconnect with your higher self. Because that, when you match that vibration of excitement, of happiness, do what makes you happy, do what makes you joyful, relax, release all the resistance, let it go, let everything go, surrender, have faith. All these things are important, and they will connect you to your higher self, which will make your soul's vibration match your higher self's vibration. And that is where you need to operate all the time, because when you do that, you are blessed. Blessings just come everywhere. I recently started finding all these coins. It's not like a lot of money or anything, but it's like signs that I'm on my way to my wealth. And it always happens before I get so much money. And so that happened to me before. That's what's gonna happen to you once you align. Okay? So I hope that this video helped you. And it's getting pretty dark in here. I love you so much. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And I'll see you soon.